See if you were somebody like Lewis McGrillen, if you know him, or Justin Gaethje, strength and conditioning coach, could you prepare an athlete that fights like that, just goes in and
Bangs.
100% into the start? What's your...
Get them a very good chin if you can. Those guys are just, they're going to give a shot, those kind of guys, you know what I mean? Again, it would be talking to the coach, or what we're trying to do here. Do we want to try and change it? We're trying to pull back on that? Or we want this fighter to actually stop his explosiveness? And it'll be still have it there, obviously, but be more aerobic. We're going to try and get him to go 3 rounds this time, or just pace himself a little bit more. Are we trying that? Or are we wanting this fucking wrecking ball? Because the wrecking ball's great, but it comes with issues. You know what I mean? You are going to get punched in the face. That's an issue. You know what I mean? It really depends on what you want. But what I would do is work on things like neck strength, trap strength, just to protect the chin. It's not going to make you unknockable, outable, for want of a better word, right? It's not going to make you have a granite chin, but it will help prevent against concussions. Neck strength is extremely important for grapplers and for MMA fighters. Grapplers in terms of injury, and then from combat sports also protecting against concussions. So it's tricky, but it wouldn't change as much as you maybe think. It would just be, again, talking to the coach. Is there any injuries there? What kind of punches are they throwing? Are they always throwing these big winging punches? Because that's a sign that maybe we need to protect the elbow joint a little bit more. When you're throwing these in the bicep tendon, they get very stressed out. It's a lot of impact going through there. We're working a lot of isometrics and a lot of protection work here to protect that. Whereas if you've got someone who fights a bit longer, you might want to be working a lot more on the triceps, because if you have thrown a punch and missed it, jar your arm a little bit, you know what I mean? You'll maybe work on that a little bit more. There's all these tiny little things that are changing, but it wouldn't change drastically the overall look of the plan.